All right, guys. So I'm finishing. So as I was saying that these gifts, you understand, and most of the time, guys, I tend to use the people we know, the celebrities, guys, people we love and know, and I want you to understand that those gifts aren't going to go anywhere. I don't know anything about their lives. I'm not interested in their private lives. All I know is that Daddy will not take away anyone's gift. If you don't obey him, if you don't do his will, he's not going to take those gifts. You understand? But when you live here, he will take you straight to hell. That's why I quoted from the Gospel of Matthew 25. Listen to verse 26. But his Lord answered, verse 24 says, Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew you to be a hard man, reaping where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered seed. And I was afraid, and went and hid your talent in the ground. Look, there you have what is yours. But his Lord answered and said to him, You wicked and lazy servant, you knew that I reap where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed. So you ought to have deposited my money with the bankers, and at my coming I would receive back with my own interest. So take the talent from him and give it to him who has 10 talents. For to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have an abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. And cast the unprofitable servant into the outer darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So guys, you understand here that my Lord is saying that I'm going, because if you start from the verse we started from verse 14, for it says, For the kingdom of heaven is like a man traveling to a far country, who called his own servants and delivered his goods to them. So it's Jesus now who's saying, I'm going. And verse 19 says that after a long time, the Lord of those servants came and settled accounts with them. Meaning that when he comes back, what this means is that in the interim, guys, in the meantime, Jesus will not do anything about your gift. He will let you be, but Satan will take over. That's why he says, not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter my kingdom, but only he who does my will. I will deny you. And then he says, many will say, but I prophesied, I healed, I performed miracles. And Jesus said, I never knew you. You evildoers, get away from me. Meaning you don't obey, you practice lawlessness. Meaning you are not obeying my commands. Yes, you are going to church. Guys, as it is, there are so many cults. Wherever you go, you find a cult in the name of a church. What is it, guys? It's gift. Those pastors had gift. You go to Roman Catholic Church, they pray to Mary, they kiss statues. That is a cult. Jesus did not say that. Why will you pray to Mary? Wouldn't you be praying to Jesus? Or wouldn't you be praying to Daddy in the name of Jesus? Guys, were we not told that? We were taught that. Jesus taught us that. But they are praying to Mary. To this thing called Rosary. That is a cult. It's what, guys? It's gift. You go to Mammon, you find them writing more books saying that they are completing the Bible. Yet Jesus tells John in the book of Revelation, no one should add or omit. It's over and done with. Yet they are writing more books. Where do you think those books are coming from? That nonsense in second heaven. It's a cult in the name of the church. But guys, it's the gift. It's the gift. These pastors have gift. You go to Jehovah's Witness, they even call themselves Jehovah's Witness. And it's a pity that a witness, guys, it's someone who is in line with what you are saying. They say that they are his witnesses, yet they are preaching the exact opposite. They say there's no hell. He's saying he's going to throw that man into the outer darkness where they will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Yes, they are claiming that there is no hell. It's a cult in the name of a church. But guys, it's what? It's a gift. You understand? And guys, you go to Pentecostal churches, they tell us that we to run after riches. You go to mega churches, they preach riches. Yet you read the word, do not love money. They tell us that the things of the world are blessings. They are preaching prosperity. Yet we are told, do not love the world or the things of the world. They tell us that once you are saved forever, meaning continue with your sin, he will continue forgiving you. You read the word, Jesus says, once you know the truth and you continue in sin, they no longer remain sacrifice for sins. You go to hell. It's a cult in the name of the church. Guys, it's what? It's gift. It's gift. They are using gift. Has Daddy taken those gifts away from them? No, he hasn't, and he won't. That's how good my Daddy is. Guys, you go to Zion churches, these blue and red garment churches, they tell you that God works together with ancestors. They tell you about the witch of Indo, even worse, a witch of Indo who invoked the spirit of Samuel. And then, guys, you find that even in the old covenant, Daddy says, do not invoke the dead. Do not consult mediums. Guys, and he says now, Paul says God spoke to the prophet, through the prophet to the Israelites, and in these days speaking through Jesus, his son. You understand? Meaning the New Testament, we stick to the new, yet they are opening cult in the name of churches, saying that we should worship both God and ancestors because they want to worship their ancestors. You understand? It's what, guys? It's gift they are using. They are exercising their gift. Has he taken those gifts away? No, he won't. He doesn't. That's what I'm trying to say. He says that when he comes back, guys, has Jesus come back? No, he hasn't come back. So in the interim, meaning in the meantime, he's not going to do anything, but Satan is going to be using those gifts. You cross over. They've crossed over. Always speak against churches because they've crossed over. Jesus got me out of churches because they preached their own beliefs. They crossed over. He didn't take away the gift. He just removed me from churches. He didn't take away the gift. He removed me. That's how, guys, that's how Jesus works. He won't do anything to you. He will just remove his own. You understand? Because if it's a cult, Jesus is not involved in a cult. You might call it a church if it makes you sleep better at night. But if it's not in line with his word, it's a cult. We've got cult wherever we turn in the name of churches. And guys, it's what? It's gift working there. So I'm trying to explain to you that, guys, you go and see people in choir. They sleep having sex outside marriage with one another. They're in the choir. One and having sex outside marriage, they loving money, loving the things of the world. You go and listen to their testimonies. While Paul, Peter, James did not love the world so much as to shrink to death. Meaning, guys, they did not love the world. So they were not testifying about the things of the world. Guys, it says that they actually testified about the word. They overcame him by the word. You go to churches and find their testimonies. They go to the pulpit. God has blessed me with this, speaking about fancy cars, speaking about flashy cars, about upmarket houses. They tell you that God has blessed them. And then you tell me, is that not a cult? It's a cult. It's a cult. But in the name of what? In the name of churches. They are using what? Exercising their gift. Has Daddy taken away those gifts? No, he doesn't, and he won't. Believe me, he won't. He won't. Guys, I'm trying to explain to you that man, he won't. Not only am I listing people who are famous, but I'm listing people who use fame in the name of God. Opening churches, in fact, opening cults in the name of churches, exercising their gift. And Daddy has not taken those gifts away from them. He won't. If you think that he's going to take someone else's gift, guys, I can't sing. Believe me, I can't sing. If there's one thing I can't do, guys, I can't even talk. If you've been listening to this show, you know that I stutter. I stutter a lot, and Jesus does nothing about it. And I'm like, oh, okay, my Lord, I'm not even going to bother you. Guys, I can't even bother my Lord. He's not going to do anything about it. You understand? Even Moses had a speech problem. You understand? I don't know what kind, but he had a speech problem. So he doesn't. So I sit and I'm like, oh, okay, you're not going to do anything about it, but he expects me to preach. The worst part, guys, he expects me to preach. And guess what? I'm going to preach. And I'm doing it, you understand? And sometimes I do it, and guys, believe me, I don't change a podcast, redo a podcast just because I'm stuttering. No, you know why? Because there is someone out there whom Jesus is going to use later. So maybe that person also stutters. I don't want them to say, oh, I stutter, so I can't do it. You can, you will, you should. You understand? Because I'm doing it even though I'm stuttering. And you can hear what I'm trying to say. As long as you are hearing what I'm trying to say, cool with me. I'm fine with that. You know what I mean? So it's things like that, So I leave it like that so that you can be encouraged and do the work. It doesn't matter what defects you have. Daddy won't do anything about them. Believe me, if there's one thing you should know, that you should know. He would expect you to do his work. Guys, when I was working in my career, I used to sit in the desk and punch numbers. I'll sit in the office and punch numbers. So when Jesus told me to come back, for me it was like, my Lord, I was punching numbers, and now you're asking me to talk. I stutter now. When I was punching numbers, I wasn't talking, so no one realized. And now everyone will realize that I stutter. My king, you know what I mean? But he didn't do anything about it. You understand what I'm trying to say? So Jesus, guys, he will expect you to do his work no matter what, you understand? But here what I'm actually speaking about is the fact that the gift, because I remember there was one time someone back in the days was saying, if you want to sing, as you say that you love singing but you can't sing, ask God, he will give you a voice. And I'm like, damn, you yourself can't even sing. But I didn't tell the person. I just spoke, inwardly, silently. You yourself can't even sing. And I know you also love to sing. Why can't he give it to you? Why can't he give you that gift? You know what I mean? So it's things like that. So I learned that he won't. He won't. Believe me, it's a gift. That's why it's called a gift, because you don't ask for it. You understand? So even physical gift, guys, I watch these people, guys, playing sport. I love sport. In fact, I love NBA. I watch these guys, playing basketball, and I'm like, damn, they are good. You understand? No one is going to take those gifts away from them. No one. Guys, recently, I'm playing golf online, in fact. So sometimes I watch these guys, playing it for real, speed, Tiger Woods, and they're so good, By the time they reach hole 18, they are -10, -12, With me, guys, by the time I reach hole 9, I'm already +20. And believe me, guys, a positive number is good in many things, just not in golf. Once you have +1, you know that, find another carrier. And guys, by the time I'm in hole 9, I'm +20. Guys, I suck, I don't even go for bookies, So I sit and I look at these gifts and I'm like, wow. Because with me, guys, it takes me back to Daddy, that he won't take away those gifts. But if you are doing it for fame, if you are doing it for riches, if you are doing it for the kingdom of darkness, when you die here, what will happen? It will take you straight to hell. And you read the last part here from this gospel. The last part says that for to everyone who has, more will be given, and he will have an abundance. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away and cast that unprofitable servant into the outer darkness. They will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. What that actually means is that when you get saved, you go back to the kingdom, you have that spiritual living seed, meaning you become spiritually alive, right? So when it's like that, particularly with the spiritual gift, you will have gifts imparted to you spiritually. So you will have those gifts. But because you are a wolf after knowing the word of God, they continue sinning, continue disobeying him. You understand? So what will happen is that you will lose, what he has reserved for his own. Because see, guys, Jesus, he has not reserved our blessings here on earth. I'm actually referring to the sheep. He has not reserved their blessings here on earth. Their blessings are reserved in heaven. You understand? So he's saying that you will not have even what you have, meaning you did not even have it. That's why it says, for to everyone who has, more will be given, and we will have more. But from him who does not have, even what he has will be taken away. Meaning you didn't have because you did not belong to the kingdom. Yes, you are spiritually alive, but you are a wolf now. You are like Judas. You heard the word, but you still disobey because you are a wolf. So those blessings and inheritance he reserved for us in heaven, you can't even have, because you only have here on this side, and he will not take it away from you. You will prophesy and he won't take it away from you. You understand? That's why he reveals the secret knowledge of the kingdom of heaven to his own, so that they will crave and desire to go there after they live here. You understand? So that they will be able to do his work, and guys, be committed and do his work, so that when he comes back, he will gain 2 times, 4 times, 10 times more. But you received just a bit and you refused to do that. You You did it for fame, you did it for money, you did it for this kingdom. He won't take it away, but he will throw you in hell. Until next.